Hey guys, welcome back to Evan's Remains. We have entered zone 7 it seems. Oh, okay.
Evan, I don't know why you brought us here, and I still don't know what you're planning, but I won't let Clover be a part of it.
Okay, sure, I guess? Oh no. What is this? Okay. Uh-huh. Okay, that's too far. Okay, I didn't even actually know, guys, with the D-pad you can look down, and I didn't know that. But now I do. And now this will come in handy, hopefully. Okay. Interesting. Still don't understand though. Okay, let's start from the beginning. What are we supposed to do here? Does it have something to do with this? Maybe like that? And like this? Oh no, it is the correct way to do this, so I actually have solved it. I think. Yeah, there we go.
How's the translation coming along?
Hello? I'm getting very, very close.
So isn't that a good thing?
I don't like where this is going. Okay, that's weird though. Also, last time we went up there was another guy watering that column at the monolith, and I didn't really understand it, but whatever. Alright, so here we are. Okay, we do this. And we do this. Then we do this. Interesting. And if we do this. And if we do this. Okay, let's reset. So we want to do this. And then we do this. But the thing is, now we can't jump over there. Okay, what am I missing here? So this can't be correct because we can't do anything else. So let's try again. We're doing this. This. And then we're stuck. And this is the only way that we can get over here. What we can do is this. And now we can do this, which is really nice. Oh, why didn't that? Okay, so let's start from the beginning. So what did I miss here? Okay, I messed up. Let's do that again. Do this. Then this. Do this. Wait. And then this. Okay, but that can't be correct. Okay, let's reset. Okay, so we definitely want this like this. And we definitely do want this like this. No, that's not what we want. Oh man, okay, sometimes it's just super annoying and sometimes I just don't see what I am supposed to do. Okay, let's do this, and then this, and this, and this. And if I do this... then we're fine. No! Ah! Okay. Okay, there we go! Okay, we want this to be gone. Are you kidding me? Okay, I don't see what the problem here is. Yet. Except for now. Okay, I do struggle here, guys. Let me think about this. Can I reset this somehow? I think this was... No, it wasn't, right? It was like this. And like this. When we started. Or was it? Okay, however it was... Well, it should be like this. Ah, I get it. I get it. Or do I? Or do I? No, I messed this up, right? Because now we do have that problem. You know what? We're gonna do this. Yeah, I wanna skip that. Oh, don't push yourself too hard. Okay. Didn't care enough, I'm sorry. But I just didn't care enough for that puzzle. I just want to continue here. And we also get an achievement for that.
Hey, I just want you to know, whatever the artifact turns out to be, I'll be here, okay? You can count on me.
Thanks, Vanille. Alright. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay, this looks like... Okay, this looks super crazy. What the... If we do this... Okay, that was an easy one. The one before, I didn't like at all. There! That was the last one. I've got the full message.
What does it say?
You know, when I was a little boy, there was this neighbor kid I played with almost every day. We were almost the same age. He was 1 year older than me. Lucas. That was his name. We'd always play in the park in my hometown. First thing, every morning, Mom would make breakfast. I'd eat it as fast as I could and head to the park. He was always there waiting for me. It didn't matter how early I got up, Lucas was always first. I remember one time I asked him if he slept there. He always carried this toy plane. I loved that plane. Even though he was a good friend, the bastard never let me touch it. And that pissed me off a little. One day I woke up, and after having breakfast, as usual, I went to the park. He wasn't there yet. I was happy I'd finally managed to beat him to the park. I sat down to wait for him, but hours passed and Lucas never showed up. When I got back home, I learned that they had moved. That night, my father heard me crying in my room and came in really worried. I told him what had happened. I was really sad, but I was a kid. So eventually I started to get over it. One day, my father brought me a box that had come for me in the mail. I was really confused. It was from Lucas. He sent me a letter apologizing for not being able to say goodbye. He told me he'd miss me and wouldn't forget about me. Also in the box was a gift. It was the toy plane. One day I was playing at my dad's office. I stumbled upon the box for the plane. I realized he'd made the whole thing up. Obviously, I never said a word. Although I never found out how he knew that I liked that plane so much. I never told him that detail. And I wasn't ever able to ask him.
Why not?
He died from a strange disease a few years later. He always said, if you want to be happy, make your loved ones happy. I was too young to understand. Not long after Dad died, Mom left us. She couldn't get fear of the disease out of her mind, even though it wasn't contagious. Unfortunately, though, it's hereditary. Hereditary. And as it turns out, Dices and I both inherited the disease.
What? You too, Clover?
I may have a few weeks left. Then again, I may have a few days. Before the disease takes its course. Even worse, the disease progresses much more aggressively in women. Dices, my little sister, sooner or later, the disease will kill her. This legend, this artifact, was my only hope.
What does it say, Clover?
See for yourself. Oh, okay. Let's have a look. Eternal is my son, and eternal will become. He who not abandons our sacred place, because only on this land the same man is forever endless, true eternity. Eternal is my son, and eternal will become who not abandons our sacred place. That's the same. Okay, read it again. Eternal is my son, and eternal will become He who not abandons our sacred place, because only on this land the same man is forever, endless, true eternity. I think I get it. It's the island. The whole island is the artifact. And from what I can tell, the artifact's power is limited to those standing on it. That is, while we remain here, we'll be immortal. What a stupid thing. What's the use of the artifact if I can't take it with me?
We can just bring Dices here.
Of course we will. What other choice do I have? But she'll have to live here forever? What kind of life would that be? A prisoner of a deserted island for all eternity.
We can find another way.
Vanille, would you excuse me for a bit? I need some time to be alone.
Clover.
Okay, I thought that was actually the last puzzle, but apparently it's not. Oh, translate and discover what the message says.
Clover, why didn't you say anything? If only...
Such an intoxicating fragrance, don't you think?
Huh?
The flowers.
You...
Am I interrupting something?
No.
Don't you think they're beautiful?
I guess.
Who would guess that the nectar is one of the world's most toxic poisons? A drop or two kills an adult in a matter of hours. A funny thing, nature. So gorgeous and so deadly at the same time. From the bottom of my heart, I believe it was made to end us. The divine punishment for destroying our home.
Why are you here?
It's such a shame, isn't it? Clover's situation. What if I told you there's actually something we can do?
That voice again. It was you. Upbring isn't behind this, is it? You were the one who contacted me.
Wasn't it fun though? Playing detective? See, Dices, I've always felt an inexplicable obsession with mysteries. Detective stories. Questions without answers. There is something so seductive in them. In real life, however, they're always so dull. They're never like in video games or a good book. That's why I wanted to really take this to the next level. Make it more interesting. You follow me? I took the liberty of designing all of this such that you could figure it out yourself. That every discovery would have been uncovered by you, and only by you. Evan, on the other hand, he wanted to make everything so obvious. He wanted you to know everything from the start. Let's just say that's not how I do things. Where's the fun in that? Where's the emotion? He wouldn't understand. Emotions can't be faked. They have to be authentic. They must be lived. I even managed to get someone with the same... You know what? It doesn't matter.
What are you talking about? What is going on here? What is this all about?
Oh, come on, Dices. You still don't have a clue after all the work I've done. You're just going to give up? I thought you were better than that. No one appreciates a good mystery anymore.
What is wrong with this maniac?
Alright, I'll admit it, maybe I didn't give you all the pieces. But I know you won't need them. You're something special, Dices. Well, I think the last one will be enough. I've been aware of your observations. Remember your suspicions about the monoliths? Eureka, you were right. The question is, why? Our friend Evan adored Clover, and he wanted to leave him with a little present as the final goodbye. One that involved an island capable of doing what the new message said. You follow me?
No! No!
So are you still wondering why you're here? What the...
Is this the right thing? I'm not sure what right even is anymore.
Oh my goodness, okay.
Clover? I've been thinking. I've got to tell you something.
I'm listening.
My name is not Vanille. It's Dices. Dices Emmer.
Now's not the time for jokes, Vanille.
Just shut up and listen!
Sorry. I'm all ears.
Ever since I arrived on the island, I can't with this. It's too much for me. Clover, I don't get it. I really don't get it.
Hey. Sorry, guys. Relax, okay? Everything will be okay. I'm here with you. Tell me what's going on.
Why do the worst things always happen to the best people? Why? It's always the same. It's so unfair.
Well, I like to think the universe has a plan for all of us. Besides, if I hadn't been sick, I would have never known you, right?
You idiot! Why didn't you tell me?
I didn't want my disease to mark me. I didn't want to be treated differently.
I wouldn't have treated you differently.
Vanille, you're doing it right now.
It's just that...
It's okay, Vanille. Breathe in. What is it that you wanted to tell me?
Ever since I arrived on the island, I couldn't get this coincidence out of my head. But I think I understand everything now. It's not that the island is making us immortal. Rather, the island is frozen in time. Do you understand? Time is not passing here.
What's the difference?
You arrived here before me. Time stopped for you the moment you set foot on the island. But it didn't stop for everyone else. You left home and came here to save your sister when she was just a baby. But time went on normally for me. Until I grew up and came here. And that's why we're meeting each other now. I know it's hard to believe, but I'm Dices, Clover. You're Dices.
What? What are you saying?
When I took this job, they gave me a false name. They told me to not reveal the real one. Until now. And I think it's because they don't want you to know from the beginning because of how absurd this all sounds. But now that you figured out what the artifact is, it makes a lot more sense, doesn't it?
Your name is Dices Emmer?
It is.
How did you recover?
It looks like I was never sick in the first place, Clover. It was just you. When Evan gave you the notebook and sent you here, he stayed and looked after me, didn't he?
He was going to look after Dices while I was here, but that was just a little while, pretty much a day ago.
No, Clover, it was years ago. Time went by and you never came back. While on the island, we don't feel the passage of time, it doesn't affect us. That's why our watches stop while we're here. Evan must have thought you had died, that you'd never come back. He had no other choice but to look after me. Obviously, he thought that it wouldn't last long. He thought that sooner or later, my time would also come. But seeing how things turned out, it seems that time never came. I imagine that when he realized I wasn't sick, he decided to search a place for me. A family. And he did a good job of it. Until today, I never knew I had a brother. Actually, I never knew where I really came from. After a long time, I'm guessing that he found out how the island works. He assumed you'd still be here, that from your perspective, you had just arrived. After that, he contacted me, pretending to be Upbring. He sent me here with the excuse of finding Evan, so that I would meet you. The only restriction they gave me was to hide my real name no matter what. I believe it's because they didn't want you to realize it was me from the beginning. First, you needed to figure out how the island works. Just think about it, it all makes sense that way. Neither of us would have believed any of this if we were told about it from the start. That's why he didn't tell me either. He wanted us to discover it by ourselves. We had to wait for this moment.
Are you sure about what you're saying?
Can I trust you? Just look at me, Clover. It's me. I can't believe it. Dices! 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 Is it really you? You've been right in front of me all this time? Yes, Clover, it's me. You've grown so much. Dices, can I give you a hug? Of course you can, you idiot. Dices, I was so scared, so afraid of losing you. Ever since we lost Mom and Dad, I only had you. And I didn't want to lose what I loved the most. But it doesn't matter. None of that matters. Now that I know you're fine, because that's what I've always wanted. I can't believe how much you've grown. Are you staying healthy? Tell me about your friends, Dices. Do they take good care of you? Has it really been years? I've got so many questions, dear sister. What happened to Evan? And why did he use a different name with me? It was just a fake name he used to hide from the world. It was all part of his plan. He wanted to surprise us. He did it for us.
Well, he managed. That bastard. I suppose he wasn't that selfish after all. Hey, why are you crying? Aren't you happy to see me again after all these years?
I'm happy. That's all.
Me too. I don't ever want this moment to end. I'm so happy. I could die right now. From now on, everything will be better. I guess I'll have to stay here if I don't want my time to come. You'd better visit. And above all that...
Clover, what's the matter?
I'm just feeling a little dizzy. Don't worry.
Clover! What's wrong? Clover! Hey, wake up! What's happening? Get up! Someone help! Clover, say something to me, please!
Okay. Alright guys, I'm really sorry. I thought this was the finale, but apparently it's not. So, if you want to know what Evan is up to, you'll have to tune in next time for Evan's Remains. See you then.